This is Eddie Hearn, Matchroom Boxing. You're watching Sporting Icons. You don't need to be anywhere else.
Right, thank you very much to those of you who've been using my website and sending me the contacts via to my email with some links. And of course, those of you on social media as well, as all about this particular story where Deontay Wilder looks like he's pretty much going against what it is that Shelley Finkel originally said, where Shelley Finkel said, no amount of money, we ain't stepping aside, we're going to be fighting Tyson Fury next. To now apparently Deontay Wilder, he's willing to accept £8 million. Roundabout ballpark figure of $10 million, maybe $11 million. So that's good news in one sense, but of course he wants a guarantee, an assurance that he gets to fight the winner of Joshua and Fury for Undisputed. Now, if he's serious with what he says, I can't grumble. I can't criticise that. You guys know that, I quite freely bash Wilder quite a lot. But in this particular case, I can't criticise him because he's putting an undisputed fight ahead of his own needs, as in revenge on the guy who just humiliated him. And of course, a chance to become a two-time heavyweight champion of the world and get his belt back. Don't get me wrong, it just means that he's going to wait for a little while longer and then go fight the winner of Fury Joshua for Undisputed. Now, there are a couple of stumbling blocks. Of course, Kubrat Pulev, he'll be one because he'll need some step-aside money as well. Also, would Frank Warren, does he really want the Fury Joshua fight right now? Because what he's not going to want to do is put any kind of money into the pocket of Eddie Hearn. Eddie Hearn will probably end up overtaking the show. In truth, right? Because Eddie Hearn is louder than life. Although I think in this situation, he may be a little bit more humble and doesn't really need to sell it too much. It's going to sell itself. But I think one of the other stumbling blocks could be a case of, because he wants the winner of Joshua and Fury, Kubrat Pulev's going to want that as well. So which one goes first? That's going to be probably the biggest stumbling block out of all of them. Because if there's a price for Wilder, credit to him for taking it. $10 million, £8 million is a lot of money. It's a hell of a lot of money, of course it is. And who's going to fund that? Well, that will probably, in my opinion, if they come up to an agreement, it means that Joshua Fury is going to go to Saudi, where the Saudis, they have no regard of money, and they just throw money at this event. Because Joshua Fury, these guys will probably earn 50 to 100 million each, especially as he's undisputed. And even without the belts, it's a big fight with just those two, right? So throwing $10 million at Wilder and 3 or 4 million at Pulev, it's not really going to break the bank for the Saudis, is it? Because I don't think the Saudis are putting on events and shows in order to make money. I think a lot of it is about showing the world it's okay to come to Saudi Arabia. It's okay, everything is safe, everything is fine. So they will just throw money at it like they do with other sports and things like that. So I don't think money is really going to be a problem. So right now, I have to give credit to Deontay Wilder. If he's serious that he will take a ballpark figure of £8 million, $10 million or whatever it is, fair play, man. Fair play. So now we have to look at Eddie Hearn, Frank Warren, Bob Arum. Are you guys willing to work together now? Are you guys willing to put Joshua and Fury on? I don't care if it's Joshua versus Fury, Fury versus Joshua, but these are the kind of things that will probably hold up some kind of deal, because Frank Warren, he said a few weeks ago that Joshua Fury should be a 50-50 split, all that kind of stuff. So, you know what, we're really easy to get this fight done. We need to leave egos out the door, but it should be Tyson Fury versus Anthony Joshua. I mean, is it really that important? Is it really that important as to who walks to the ring first and who walks there second? And is it Joshua versus Fury, Fury versus Joshua? Who gives a damn? Just put a damn fight on. But anyway, we have to wait and see what happens. Hopefully Bob Arum and that he will speak to Pulev, talk to him about step aside. Hopefully Eddie Hearn and whatever will speak to his contacts in Saudi Arabia, or hopefully here in the UK. Me being a Brit, I'd love nothing more than this fight to happen here in the UK. Of course, first time ever a crowned undisputed heavyweight champion, or any undisputed champion, is crowned on British soil. We've never had undisputed crowned. We've had undisputed fights, for example, Usyk versus Bellew, but Usyk was already undisputed and the belts never changed hands. So that would be great. And of course, 2 Brits fighting for it as well, because the last time that there was an undisputed heavyweight world champion was Lennox Lewis. Again, Brit, right? So anyway, that's what's going on right now. That's my thoughts. Of course, you drop me your thoughts in the comment section below. Make sure you are subscribed, and hopefully, let's get this fight on. Hopefully, Deontay Wilder is serious. But at the minute, until he comes out and does some kind of video or social media post or interview, whatever it is. At the minute, I suppose a lot of it's just hearsay, isn't it? But anyway, I hope these reports are true. And if his asking price is that kind of money, when really he could have asked for a lot more money. Let's be honest. I mean, how much money would he have made for the Fury fight? He could have made anywhere from 10 to 20 million, right? Depending on how big the event is. And sometimes when you ask for step-aside money, you could end up getting the entire figure of what it was that you would have made on fight night. But then you're going to make it again when eventually you do get the fight. So essentially, you're getting money for free. You're getting paid twice the amount of money for one night's work, really, aren't you? All you got to do is wait a little while longer. Anyway, we'll have to wait and see what happens. Hopefully it happens. That would be great. But of course, as I said before, for me, the biggest stumbling block is who goes and fights the winner of Joshua Fury, Wilder or Pulev. Let's not forget, Dillian Whyte, he's owed his WBC mandatory position as well. So again, there's going to be another little stumbling block, plus many other things. Anyway, first things first, let's get it on. Drop your thoughts below, click thumbs up, subscribe. Catch you all on the next video.